morning. Today's a big day here on our hidden acre where it is honey harvest day. So we have been having an amazing spring and beginning of summer. Today is pretty much middle of July, and we are getting ready to harvest today. And so we're going to finish up some coffee. We're going to do a little quick getting ready, final preps, everything like that. We have quite a bit of hives that we're actually going to get into today. They are at least 7, probably at least 7 of the 10 hives today we are going to be harvesting honey from. That actually comes from the way that we've been monitoring them, watching them and helping them grow, because you want to make sure that your bees have enough honey in there for them to eat themselves, but also they do make excess. And so that's what we're going to take today, is most of their excess, so that we can harvest that. Plus also it gives them more room to lay even more, because if you run out of room, they're going to swarm and they're going to leave. And so the honey that they've been bringing in, we're going to call it spring / beginning of summer. Some of this will be mostly clover honey. We've been really pushing here. So we have a busy day ahead of us. We actually have one of our friends coming over. He's going to actually, we posted on our Instagram for local friends if they wanted to come on over and see how the process is done. Don't tell him he's actually quite a bit of help for me. But we're going to have some fun today. It's 9 a.m. now. I figure we've got a couple good hours to put in. We're going to start with kind of some quick inspections, and then we'll move through the hives, going one kind of hive at a time to check and see what honeys they have, where the queen is, how their brood pattern is, because of course we don't want to ruin anything that we've got going and growing here this year already. So we want to make sure that we leave them enough honey of their own. We do have one hive that we won't even touch because we were feeding it. It was a swarm, so we're feeding it. When you feed honey, when you feed any of your bees, especially later on, you don't touch them because it's just sugar water. And we use honey. Anything else that so you have to do when you're doing honey harvesting is, the way I personally do it is we use totes for the actual frames once we pull them out of the supers. And so I bought these a couple months ago for the goats. We ended up not using them due to just some issues. But so they actually fit honey frames perfectly well. The reason we do these, and you'll kind of see that throughout the video, is that then you don't have these still kind of in the hive, in the boxes themselves while you are getting ready to harvest them. This just helps us out. Makes it a lot faster for us. Less bees around us while we are actually working. Video. So hey everybody, this is Dan. I'm Dan, this is Dan, and so we are getting into the hives, kind of giving a quick overview of some of what the hives look like. Now we're going to get into harvesting, so here we go. Whew. It's hot. Our extractor came from a previous beekeeper. It is an electric 4-frame. Hey, it's not the greatest, but I mean, you know, it works. I mean, just look at that. Fresh honey. So, we filter ours through 2 stainless steel filters into our bucket. And that right there is the reason why we filter. But look how just absolutely beautiful golden that honey looks. Okay, so we are starting round 2 of our beekeeping adventure for the day. We did the first 5 hives, actually 4 hives. We did those, and right now we are on our way. We're taking a little tractor back to the backyard to help us carry all this heavy boxes. We did our first 4 hives. We had 11, 6, we had 19 frames that we used, that we harvested from. And so we are getting ready to start our second round in the backyard here. This is where we have our main hive. So that orange hive is going to be the one that's going to have the most in it. I got a feeling we'll probably get a good 8 to 10, maybe 12 frames out of that. And about 12 frames fills a 5-gallon bucket. So that's part of the other process you've got to do, is to kind of watch what you're doing so that you have enough space for it. Right now we've got 1 bucket pretty much full already with honey, and now we're going to get into these hives and continue to go. We go 9 frames. These are 10 frame boxes, but we only go 9 frames. And the reason for that is if you look down, they build it out wider than normal. And so what that does is allows them to get in there and make more honey. And store more honey and put it away. And so that's what we're kind of doing. And then you can see those girls all there. It broke apart, so they are trying to hurry up, eat it, and fix it. Same thing can be. This hive's already doing great. You can see we're getting some frames out of it. Very happy. Okay, so we are done harvesting, and oh, the lid's kind of pushed on, but oh, look at that full. Come over here. One more. Looks dark, but it's really not. And then we're finishing up over here. Let that all drain through. 3 full buckets from our harvest from the spring. It has been a long, long day. Right now, doing a little bit of watering. I'm really thanking God for the blessings that we've had today. We had an amazing honey harvest. One of the questions that comes up when you're doing your honey harvest is, what do you do with your frames when you've harvested them out? And then what? Well, we do 2 things. We feed them back to the hives. So if we're pulling out frames, we put pretty much the same frames back in. So for example, there's the orange hive right there. We started this morning, it was 5 deep. We left this evening, it's still 5 deep. And the reason for it being 5 deep is that it still needed work. And you know what? It is only the middle of July. And so for the next few months, they're actually going to be pulling in more. We are not on a dearth yet here. And so we want to make sure that they have space for that nectar to go. And so if they can turn it into honey. Plus there was actually still quite a bit of frames that weren't quite ready yet. Maybe the cappings weren't done, or it still had too high of a moisture content. So we left those in there, and when we leave those in there, then we've got to come back. When you're done with your honey harvest, feed back your frames right back to the hives. But other than that, put them out. Let them clean them up, let them take care of it, let them pull all of the other little stuff. Because honestly, if you store it, that's when you're going to get moths, that's when you're going to get pests, that's when you're going to get ants, that's when you're going to get all that stuff. Not only that, but you could actually get fermented on the actual frames themselves, then they're no good. And the process that we do with our frames, we don't want that because we want to be able to use these frames over and over and over again. So that's kind of it. It's been an amazing day. We hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, like, share, comment below. We could really use that. We are a family of 4. Just God-loving family. We want to make this happen. We want to live out our dreams. We want to leave corporate America and just be able to do this. And so through your help, through your subscribing, through you commenting below, we can actually kind of make that dream a reality. So be a part of our dream. It's from our acre to you, where we say God bless. Good night.